Hello everyone, welcome back to BistroBuzz TV. Today on the menu is barbecue slow cooked ribs. So let's get started. We will quickly go over the ingredients you're going to need. You're going to need a yellow pepper, an orange pepper, and a green pepper. I like to put all of these different flavors into the barbecue ribs that makes it taste so yummy. And also I'm going to be using the Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce. And I did purchase one of the value packs of the pork ribs. You can see here, I purchased this from Harris Teeter. And you're also going to need the slow cooker. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is go ahead and cut up all of the peppers, and we will go ahead and add the honey barbecue sauce and the peppers to the crock pot, and I'll be right back. Here is how I like to cut the peppers up into small little pieces. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place the peppers into the crock pot. I like to do that first, and then I'm going to place the honey barbecue sauce in the crock pot. I'm going to use as much honey barbecue sauce as I can to cover all of the peppers, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of water to that, and then we will add the barbecue ribs. So let's get started. Here we've added the peppers, and I'm going to add the honey barbecue sauce. I have added some of the honey barbecue sauce to the peppers, and what I'm going to do is stir the peppers up and just make sure that they're all covered with the honey barbecue sauce. And then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of water and stir that up. And then we're going to add some salt and pepper. But I wanted to mention real quickly, I am using the 28-ounce bottle of the Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce. There is a smaller one as well. That one is 18 ounces, but I'm using the 28 ounces for this particular recipe. We have stirred up the peppers with the honey barbecue sauce, and I did add salt and pepper to this. And I'm using the Morton's, the black peppercorn, and also the sea salt. I love these. These are the ones that I've just started using, and I love these. These are both the grinder. So that is the Morton's sea salt and peppercorns. Very, very good if you're looking to maybe try something different in your kitchen as far as salt and pepper goes. But what we're going to do now is I am going to take the baby back ribs. I'm going to add those to the crock pot, and then we're probably going to add a little bit more honey barbecue sauce to cover them, and we will start the cooking process. But let's go ahead and add the baby back ribs. We have added the ribs on top of the peppers and the barbecue sauce. And I like to add the barbecue sauce and the peppers at the bottom of the slow cooker, because when they start to cook and the juices from the baby back ribs get into the bottom of the crock pot, then you're able to stir it up really, really nicely. And it just puts a better flavor, I believe, on the barbecue ribs. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add an additional honey barbecue sauce on top of the ribs, and we'll be right back. We have added additional barbecue sauce to the top of the ribs here. I did not stir this up at all. I did add a 1/4 cup of water. I added that to the side so that it would not move the barbecue sauce around on top. And I'm now going to place this on low heat, and I'm going to let it cook for about an hour. And after that, we're going to stir this up, and then we're going to place it on high and let it cook on high for a little bit of time. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and start on low for 1 hour, and we will be back. One additional note real quickly is if you would like to add additional spices, you can. This is really good if you add additional ketchup, brown sugar, a little bit of sugar also, and more salt and pepper if you would like to do that, along with any other spices that you know of. Some people like to add the garlic and onion powder as well. But today we just wanted to add the yellow, orange, and green pepper with the salt and pepper and the barbecue sauce. So we're going to let this cook on low for an hour, and we will be back. The ribs have been cooking for 1 hour. I have stirred everything up now, and you'll see some of the peppers are now on top. I want to get some of the pepper flavoring into the ribs. I'm going to leave the crock pot on low for right now. I'm going to let it cook for another hour, and we will be back. The ribs have been cooking for another hour, so now this is 2 hours total on low heat. And you can see here where we've got more of the liquid coming up, and that is why I did not add much water in the beginning. I just added 2 times I added 1/4 cups, as we stated in the video, but you can see here where there's a lot more liquid, and that comes from the ribs cooking. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stir them up really, really well. I'm going to bring more of the peppers to the top, and I'm going to let them cook for another hour. We will be back. One thing I like to do real quickly before we start cooking these in the 3rd hour, I like to go ahead and mix everything up really, really well. And you can see where I've tried to get all of the ribs underneath the liquid that has formed. I like to do that because that will make it cook much faster, and also it will allow the ribs to get very, very tender. So make sure when you mix everything up that the liquid is above all of the ribs. And now I'm going to continue to cook this on low. We're going to cook it another hour, and we will be back. The ribs are cooked. It smells very, very yummy. So we're going to serve up a plate and have our dinner, and I will show you what they look like on the plate. It's going to be very, very yummy. It just smells so good. Thanks everyone for visiting BistroBuzz TV, and come back to visit us again very, very soon. And if you make this recipe, please leave a comment. Let us know if you added any additional ingredients or spices. And please come back to visit us again soon. Please like and subscribe. Thanks everyone.